Hi guys, what's up? Welcome, happy Monday. Perrier is back in action. I recently bought watermelon and lime. My favorite seltzer, I have to say. Amazing. I love that noise too, you know what I'm saying? Also, I recently put my bed back in here. So it was in here for a long time and then I put it in the living room because I needed like my own like vibey space. I put it back on Friday, the whole shebang on my own. Pulled up the mattress, dragged the bed and everything. If you want things done, sometimes you gotta do yourself, which is fine. And yeah, I really love how it's looking here, but do not expect me to always make my bed. I'm just saying. I'll try though. For today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys a yes, no, maybe so video. I love making these videos every other Monday. If you guys like chatting about new makeup releases, then you definitely subscribe if you aren't already. But yeah, it's where I basically just discuss newly makeup items. I let you know if it's in my yes section, let you know if I'm gonna pick it up. No means I'm not gonna pick it up, and then maybe means like I'm just indecisive about it. So I made my list here in my really cutesy friends notebook, and I have a decent amount to speak to you guys about, so let's get started. I'll also leave my previous, sometimes just like, you know, I'll also leave my previous yes, no, maybe so video link down below in the description box if you guys want to check that out. Firstly, I wanted to speak to you guys about this collection here by Natasha Denona. It's the new bronze collection. So I actually already did a first impressions on the palette last week, so just kind of to show you guys where we're at with this. The palette is a definite yes, obviously, and then I do want to go in depth with the face palette and lip products. So this collection is available on Sephora's website. The palette retails for 65 bucks. It includes 15 different eyeshadows, and as you guys can see from the picture, it mainly includes a bunch of bronzy tone shades. We have metallics, few satins, and then some mattes as well. This also included the bronze cheek palette, which basically includes highlighters and then a bronzer, mostly cream products, and then 3 lip products which retail for $26 each. The face palette on its own is 55 bucks. So this whole collection in general is honestly just like screaming summer to me. I did pick up the palette like I mentioned, love it so far. I've been using it for the past few days and it's really nice. The face palette is gonna be in my maybe section. A part of me kind of wants it, but then I'm like, I just don't know, because I feel like I want to go into the store to see what the vibe is like, because it looks a bit too dark and I don't want to just use one shade out of the 4. I would love to use at least 2 or 3, you know. So yeah, with that one, it's just in the maybe section. It's beautiful though. I do own a few of her other face palettes and they are absolutely stunning. They look like heaven on the face. And then in regards to her lip products, I do want to pick up all of them, even though they're retailing for $26 each. I might wait for like the Sephora VIP sale or something, but these look so pretty. I feel like they're great neutral colors. I probably won't wear the deepest shade on a day-to-day basis, but for some reason that deeper shade is kind of speaking to me. The 2 lighter shades are 100% yes. I always go for like lighter nude shades, but I'm not that into like raspberry tone, like brick red type of brick shades, I would say. Yeah, not brick red, but just brick type of shades. But yeah, that one just looks so nice, and I feel like it would look great on its own on top of a lipstick. They seem like they're very comfortable. I've only tried her lipsticks in the past, and I've never tried any of her glosses, and it looks good, you know what I'm saying? So that is in my yes section. So yes palette, because I already own it. Yes glosses, maybe face palette. Next, I wanted to speak to you guys about this new collection by Kylie Cosmetics. So it's in collaboration with Kylie and KENDALL sisters. I think this collection is really cute. I love what it like embraces. I don't know, to me it's like sisterhood, and when I think of this I think of my sister. So I think it's adorable. I think it's presented really nicely. There's a lot of products that are included in the collection. There's a eyeshadow palette which includes 15 different eyeshadows with more of like those neutrally type of tone shades, and then a bunch of colorful shades. We have some cream products, a face powder, lip products, I think an eye gloss, and I want to say that's pretty much it. Everything is pretty decently priced. I want to say like the whole collection is 155 bucks, which I don't think is that bad compared to so many other collections that are like $300 type. So like let's say the stick blush is 16 bucks. The eyeshadow palette is $42, which I think is pretty standard. So yeah, I think it's priced well for the brand. Now it is going to be available on June 26th. Well, I guess it passed already because it's June 29th today. By the way, it's my ex-boyfriend's birthday. Why am I thinking about this? I have zero idea. Where is my head at? Anyway, I'm over it. Anyway, so yeah, this collection is in my no section. I don't know what it is about the Kylie Cosmetics brand, but there really wasn't one collection that released that I was like, wow, your girl needs to be on this ASAP. I would say I have the same like issue or the same thing with Kim Kardashian's line. What's her? KKW, yeah. There really wasn't a collection that I was like, oh my gosh, I need to have this in my life. It's gorgeous. I know I'm gonna get so much use out of this. It's like breathtakingly like beautiful. This is really nice, but I'm not feeling inspired. The palette is more neutral, and I know it's more of Kendall style. So I get why they did this like vibe, but for me, I know I'm not gonna use it a lot. I feel like the shades will just look more muted on me personally, and I feel like I just won't feel like I want to use them more and more. It really doesn't inspire me at all. And then in regards to the other products, just like, okay, they're pretty cool, but it's not one that I'm like, oh my gosh, I need right now. I do have to say though, from all the sisters, I actually really love Kendall. I think that, I don't know, I just really like her. I like her personality. I personally think she's gorgeous. Not that the other sisters are not, but I love Kendall's look. So yeah, a part of me was kind of excited about this collection for a long time, because I know she mentioned she might be doing a collection with her sister Kendall, and then when they released this, I'm like, I see where you're coming from. What was that? I see where you're coming from, but I'm just gonna have to skip out on it. So let me know if you guys are gonna pick this up for yourselves, or if you're skipping out on it as well. Next, I wanted to speak to you guys about these blushes. These are gonna be in my maybe section. So we have these blushes from Clinique. I don't know, I'm spacing out for a second, one second. They're part of the new summer 2020 collection. So we have Pantsy Pop, we have Blush Pop, Ballerina Pop, and Pink Pop. These will be available soon. They're not available yet. I think these are so cute. The embossment of each blush has a different embossment. It's just like beautiful. Oh my goodness, yum. So I'll tell you what it is. I used to own one of these Cheek Pop blushes by Clinique years ago. I'm talking about at least 5 years ago. I think I decluttered it already. It was a really nice light purpley cool tone shade. I loved it so much. Like, I loved the color, but anytime I used it, there was barely any pigmentation or anything on my skin, and I kind of felt like it was a little bit of a waste of money, because I think these are going to be retailing for $26 each, and for a blush, it's kind of up there. For a blush that's really not going to look like anything on the face, even if I wanted to go for that lightish look, there really wasn't anything there, and I was kind of like, I was pretty disappointed. So to be honest, I kind of have like a iffy feel about this collection. Now, that was a long time ago. Maybe they perfected the formula, maybe it's a bit different. So a part of me is kind of wanting to give this a second chance, but then a part of me is like, do I really? I don't know. So that is precisely why these are in my maybe section. I'm leaning more towards like, yeah, just get one. Maybe once the store's open, and if they have swatch testers, I'll be able to swatch them and then take it from there and see like if it's my cup of tea. And if not, then maybe I won't pick them up. But I probably, like, if I would choose one, I would probably choose more of like that watermelon-y, pinky, darker pink shade. I think that's really pretty, and it would add a perfect flush to the cheeks. So yeah, those are in my maybe section. Moving on to the next thing that is in my maybe section. This right here is from Patrick Ta. I really adore Patrick Ta's products. I don't own a ton from his line, but I just feel like he has a very clean, classic line. I own one of the like body luminizers, and it first of all smells amazing. Really nice packaging, and you feel so like bougie when you wear it. It's like a cute, good feeling sometimes. So I actually did want to, okay, one second. I did want to get the brow product during the VIB sale, but it was sold out for the longest time. And then as time went on, I'm like, okay, I'll get it. Never ended up getting it yet, but it's still on my wish list. He recently did release these blushes though, and they're absolutely stunning, like literally breathtakingly gorgeous. So it's basically a blush duo. They're basically blush duos. He released 4 different duos. Each duo was retailing for $34. So I want to say kind of steep, but if you think about it, you're kind of getting a 2-in-1. It's the packaging, it's the name, it's the vibe. So I totally understand. So basically each blush duo is a cream to powder duo. So I want to say each blush comes with a cream and a powder as well. I want to say that's what it says here. Correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, I think it's a really cool concept, because you can kind of, yeah, it makes sense, right? Okay, so sometimes I'll take like a cream blush, put it on, and it'll create a really beautiful flush. But then once in a while, I'll also put on a powder blush on top of that, just to kind of keep it more vibrant. If I'm going somewhere for a certain amount of time and I really need it to last for forever, then I'll do that sometimes too. So I think that the concept of these blushes are super genius, very smart. It's compact, small, all-in-one, throw on and go. So I'm feeling that, like, I'm totally feeling that. In addition to these blushes, you also release 4 lipsticks and 4 lip liners that correspond to the blushes. You can kind of wear, you know, both of them at the same time, 3 of them at the same time, all of that. The lipsticks look amazing. They're called the matte suede lipsticks. They're gonna retail for $32 each. All the shades look really appealing to me, but the one that speaks to me the most is probably the nude one. And then the lip liners look really good too. They're gonna retail for $26 each. And with the lip liners, they have more like a 3D, more like triangle shape to them. So for me, I'm thinking if I'm gonna enjoy it, if it's gonna be easier to apply. I don't know, that's more like in my maybe section. Although I really do love lip liners, like if it's between lipsticks and lip liners, I'll choose the lipstick because I feel like I get more in there, and I can always use a brush to line up my lips with the lipstick and then just fill it in with the actual lipstick, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, to the most part, the whole collection is definite yes. Blushes 100%, lipsticks pretty much 100%, lip liners still like, you know, 90% yeah, but then 10% I'm kind of thinking like not running to get those, but it's possibly in my wish list of yes. Okay, I'm talking way too much right now. Next we have this right here from MAC. This is one of their extra dimension skin finish in the shade Underground, I think it's called. It's retailing for $30. Basically, it says here that it adds a luminous to metallic glow to the skin. It's a multi-dimensional, multi-chrome shade that features a kaleidoscopic color wave that shifts from light blue to rosy pink to soft yellow. So I think first of all, this looks really cool. I'm loving the whole vibe. I like how it has like that kind of a transition colored effect, you know, but I also kind of love that it's gonna look somewhat not natural but somewhat natural-ish. Like it's not gonna look too stark blue or too stark purple or too stark pink. I just think that when these shades are blended in together with the formula, it's gonna really add a really gorgeous effect on the cheeks. Also, in addition to that, I love the packaging, like the whole ghost like see-through vibe. I love it. So yeah, I'm kind of tempted, but I'm just gonna put this in my no section. First of all, I just feel like it's a little bit too pricey for what it is. We might end up finding this at TJ Maxx. It's also kind of a little baby reason. And then in addition to that, I feel like it's my new word, by the way, I keep saying it all the time. It's kind of like, okay, we get it. But yeah, in addition to that, I also feel like I'm really not gonna get a ton of use out of this, even though, like I just mentioned, I think it's still gonna look somewhat natural-ish on. And I think the formula is gonna be bombs away. I feel like I don't think it's gonna be one that I'm gonna gravitate towards a lot as much as I think I want to. Just like, girl, don't lie to yourself. Don't lie to yourself. So this is gonna be my no section. I actually think it might be available currently. So if you were interested in it, I think it's available on MAC's site. The next thing I wanted to speak to you guys about is from Melt Cosmetics, and this is one of their new palettes. I have this obsession with Melt Cosmetics palettes. I feel like I need to collect them all just like Pokemon, you know? So I have that with, one second, I'll tell you. With Kaja, but I also feel like it's the Natasha Denona like mini baby palettes. I feel like I need to have all those in my life. Now that she released the bigger bronze palette, I'm pretty sure she's gonna be releasing a little baby bronze palette. So excited. So yeah, you know what I'm saying? I feel like I have this thing where for specific products and for specific brands at times, I'm like, I just feel like I need to have all their products, you know? So for Melt Cosmetics, I'm kind of feeling the same way. Like I love their palettes, just they're so cool to like collect, I feel like. I don't know. So this right here is the, one second, She's in the Parties palette. I'll tell you why it's in my maybe section. I just kind of feel like, I don't know if I want to get it right away, but I eventually want to get it. The reason why I don't want to get it right away is because I feel like this is such a like wintry palette. Now don't get me wrong, I really wear anything anytime to the most part. Like I don't really mind, but this just I'm not feeling inspired by this at this time, you know? But in a way, I feel like maybe once winter rolls around, like October, November, it's like cold outside, I'm gonna feel like, hey, I'm just ready for this like grungy, purpley type of look, you know what I mean? And it's interesting because I don't have that with a lot of palettes. I'll usually wear anything anytime, but with this specific one, I'm like, I just don't see myself wearing it in the next 2-3 months, and I feel like it's just wasteful for me to just have it. Maybe in 3 months, I'll be like, I'm over this, you know what I'm saying? So that's, I don't know if that's like a silly reason or what, because it's kind of like, what are you saying, really? But yeah, that's pretty much what I'm thinking about this one. It's $48. It includes 3 ultra mattes, 2 iridescent shades, and then 3 metallics. The palette is definitely smaller than their other palettes, which I think is interesting that they did. I would have actually loved if they would have kept all the sizes the same, just cause, but that's personal preference. But yeah, the shades do look really pretty. They seem like they're going to be very pigmented, and I like that there's a selection of matte and metallics. This right here is a 100% yes, literally. Goodness, oh my gosh. This right here is from Charlotte Tilbury, and it is the Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. If that name just doesn't say it all, I don't even know what does, honestly. This is gonna retail for, well, it says that, so I don't think she's gonna be releasing a full size of this. From what it looks like, it's actually available already on Charlotte Tilbury's site, not on Sephora. I usually like to give myself one Sephora or Ulta usually, but it says here it's basically a lightweight hydrating formula to prime and set your makeup up to 16 hours of wear, and it says here that it is a handbag size, which I think is kind of cool and unique and different and interesting because like brands usually don't release that as the first product. They'll usually release the big one and then they'll release the small one from my experience of knowing products, I guess. But if this is just gonna be the only size she has available, I think that's kind of interesting. I don't know. In a way, it's cool because it's like you're still getting the experience of Charlotte Tilbury and you're not spending so much on a setting spray. But at the same time, if you love it, you're gonna have to keep repurchasing the $20 one. So maybe she'll release this, she'll see how it goes. well, she'll see how the sales go, and then she'll probably release a full size from there. But this looks absolutely insane, amazing. I haven't tried a lot of like complexion products from Charlotte Tilbury, but I've only heard amazing things about her stuff, so I have no doubt that this is really gonna be absolutely bombs away. I mean, airbrush flawless setting spray. Airbrush, yes, I want that. Next, we have this collection here from Morphe in collaboration with Maddie Ziegler, how do you pronounce her last name? So she collaborated with Morphe, which I think is really cool. I'm not gonna lie, I don't really follow Maddie. I know that she, I don't even know honestly. I know that she does, oh, she worked with Sia, right? Yeah, she's a girl who dances in the Sia music videos, which I think is amazing. Her dancing skills are on another level. She looks pretty cool. Bougie. I wish I was like that when I was like, what? How old is she? Like 17, 18? So she collaborated with Morphe to release this collection. It basically includes the Morphe and Maddie Imagination palette, which is retailing for $25. This palette includes 20 different eyeshadows from neutrals to colorful type of shades. Really interesting colors, I have to say. I feel like the colorful shades are more pastel, so they're not like the typical colorful shades we see, but then we also have a lot of like neutral matte shades that I feel like a lot of palettes tend to have. This palette does have, I believe, matte and metallics. Then she also released lip and cheek kits available in 3 different shades, and these kits are $18 each. And then the Dew Bomb Face Gloss Stick, which is retailing for $12. She definitely does seem like more of a natural type of girl, and even when she wears color, I feel like it's these kind of shades for the most part. So I feel like it does suit her personality really well. I just feel like this collection really doesn't, again with this also, I just feel like it doesn't inspire me. I might use it for like a month and then I could totally see myself being like, no, I'm just not feeling this. Like I don't think that I'm going to use it a lot. I also, with these kind of palettes, I feel like I need transition shades. If I'm going for that kind of look, I need more in the palettes. It's definitely going to be a palette that I'm going to have to use in conjunction with other palettes, which is fine. But yeah, I just feel like even on its own, I'm thinking like, will I be able to really create looks that I'm like obsessed with? I don't know. And I don't really know how to do those looks where it's like 3 different colors on the lids, like 1, 2, 3. I only know how to work it for now, at least, from the crease to my lids, and from my lids to my crease, not from my inner corner to my outer corner. You know what I mean? So yeah, this is going to be a collection that I'm going to be skipping out on. I would really love to know what you guys think about this though. Like, what do you think about the collaboration? Is it something that speaks to you? Are you like not really into it, or are you like, nope girl, I totally jumped on that ASAP? It actually is available already on Morphe set if you guys are interested. Finally, I wanted to speak to you guys about these. These are in my maybe section. They're basically available at the moment. You can get them for $110 each. They're from YSL and they're called the Clutches palettes. This is so pretty, so beautiful, so cute, and just the presentation of this is outstanding. I think that both palettes are really pretty, so each one retails for $110. I don't think that I've ever tried a YSL palette. I don't even know if they make, actually they do. I know they made a small little palette. I've never tried those, never tried their formula. Very curious to see what they're about, to be honest with you. Now, the only reason why I'm kind of intrigued is because of the packaging. I'm a huge sucker for packaging, and to have this displayed like on my shelves would be like, whoa, really pretty. But at the same time, thinking to myself, is it one that I need to spend is it one that I need to spend $110 on? Like, does that make sense for me? Will I get that much use out of it, or would I rather maybe just spend that money on a Natasha Denona palette, or maybe a Pat McGrath palette? Love their formulas. I feel like with YSL, it can be many times like hit and miss, especially with the like little 5-pan palettes, which I've never tried, but I heard. So yeah, I'm kind of in the middle with this one. $110 is kind of up there, kind of pricey. That's why it's in my maybe section. I feel like if I would get one, I would get the one that has like more of those neutral type of shades, like the pinky shades, the purple, yellow, the black shade, the silver. I feel like I'd gravitate towards that one a bit more than the other one. But yeah, for now it's still in my maybe section. Let me know if you guys are going to be picking this up. Let me know if you're going to be skipping out on it. If you would have $110 to just spend like that, would this speak to you for the packaging, for the colors and all of that? Or would you rather just put a few more dollars in there to spend money on a Natasha Denona palette or a Pat McGrath palette? I actually would love to know this information. Anyways, that is pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I apologize if the lighting was not the best thing alive. We're working on it. I got a little bit of a late start today. The day did not start off as planned, let me tell you, but you know what? Life's a journey, and here's where we're at. But yeah, so hopefully you don't mind the lighting, but wait, sun. Anyways, I'll see you guys in my next one. I'm looking forward to reading your comments down below. Bye.